Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day, and may peace be upon you. Thank you for watching and listening to the show. Yes, I can with me, your host, Dr. Izdihar Jamil. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the biggest secret for you to be seen on prestigious platforms and explode the business. So let's get started. And today it's just me. So you have me all to yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that I have learned for the past year in being seen on Forbes, TED, TV, magazines, and also taking all that and including almost 20 years of coaching so that you can have the best tools in exploding your business by being seen on prestigious platforms. Now, quite a few of you have been tuning into my show, so thank you very much. If you just tuning into my show for the first time, well, welcome. I still remember the day when my husband, Rizal, tells me, babe, I've got my dream job. Do you want to move to America? Okay, babe, let's do it. So I left my job as a computer scientist with a Ph.D. and my family in Malaysia. Rizal, myself, my 4-year-old son Abrar, my baby girl Nadra, we moved to Orange County, California. Not long after settling in, I stopped at Whole Foods to get some dates. I'm wearing my hijab, my head covering, like I always do, when another shopper, middle-aged white guy, says to me, "Are you a Muslim?" Yes, I am. Well, I have read the Quran and it says that killing in the name of Islam is permissible. Are you going to blow yourself up? And I'm thinking, dude, do you even read Arabic? But I say, I'm doing my grocery. I've got young kids. I'm not going to blow myself up. If you're not a mom, are you going to blow yourself up? And I can feel my whole body shaking with anxiety. My chest tightens. I couldn't breathe. I have to leave. And a few weeks after, my baby Nadra is having the worst tantrum ever. As soon as Riza comes back from work, babe, look after her. I'm taking a shower. I'm washing my face when I hear bang, bang, bang. Come down now. That's police officers waiting for you. Drop myself off, put on my hijab, pick up Nadra, go downstairs, and I see 2 police officers in full gear, guns over their shoulders, fingers on the trigger. Ma'am, your neighbor says there's a baby crying. Why is your baby crying? Because she's a baby. He checks her out. Nadra cries even louder, but there's nothing wrong with her. So they leave. Now I'm too scared to even leave home. To cheer me up, Riza got me a present, an online course, so I can be an online coach and consultant. I can work from anywhere and still be with the kids, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to work at Google from 9 to 5. I want to be with my family and empower other women. So I study the course. One of the things I have to do is go live on social media. On Mother's Day 2018, I put on a pretty pink top, some makeup, a floral hijab. Just before hitting the live button for the first time, I freeze. People gonna think you're a terrorist. And I say, God, help me be brave. Turn on the camera, freeze again. Prayer, camera, freeze for 30 minutes. So I finally hit the live button, shared my message, and cried. Then I do it again, the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. It isn't easy, but I persisted. Today, I'm a best-selling author. I've been featured on Forbes, TED, TV, magazines, hundreds of media, and spoken to thousands of people around the world. No person should ever have to be afraid of who you are, and your unique voices should be heard on prestigious platforms around the world without prejudice. Let me show you how. So let's get started. And I really want you to know what are the biggest secret in having your voices to be seen on such prestigious platforms. There's a couple of them I'm going to touch. There's quite a few, but I'm going to touch on the most important one. So the first thing is you want to have what I call is having a queen mindset, a queen mindset. This is really like based on me meeting the Queen of England. I literally met the Queen of England. I remember when I was in college, when I was in university in England. So there was a day when one of the buildings was being inaugurated. It was an old building, but they refurbished it. So, and one of the VVVIPs that's going to come on the day is the Queen Elizabeth, because she was the one who inaugurated that building when it was first built. So when they refurbished it, they invited the Queen to come inaugurate it. So there I am lining up, front of the line to see the Queen. And I see this black car coming, and I see the Queen Elizabeth with her late husband, Prince Philip. She's wearing this beautiful hat, lime green hat, lime green dress with a pearl with a brooch and a red lipstick. And I just could feel like her, just the sense, the essence of her in that moment passing through this grace, this epitome of grace, this epitome of power, of strength, of courage, of confidence, but also compassion, and the belief and the tremendous belief in herself, and her trust in the people around her, because she has, she is a VVVIP, so she got to trust her team in keeping her safe. And that's exactly what I mean by the queen mindset. You gotta have this sense of strength, sense of inner confidence, whatever you want to call it, courage within yourself first and foremost, and believe that your voice matters. Your voice matters. That your voice matters to be seen in various platforms, prestigious platforms around the world, because when you go on the level of prestigious places like Forbes, TED, TV, magazines, that is when you can make the most effective and the biggest impact. Because that is where that your voice gets to be listened to, that you've been taken seriously, because you're on that platform, that prestigious, high profile, influential platform. And I'll give an example. When I was being offered to be on Forbes, it has always been my desire, but then guess what I say? No, Forbes doesn't want me. Forbes doesn't want, Forbes just want people like you. They don't want people like me. So I literally, it's my dream. It's my biggest desire, but I said no to it because of my own insecurity and the noises that's being in my head. So, and then as the week goes, my coach was like, what are you talking about, woman? You're a hot property. They are looking for people like you, a trailblazer in your community, in your marginalized community. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm a hot property. I'm the prize. I'm the prize, because when I treat myself, when I honor myself as the prize, that people will honor me as that as well. People would see me as that as well. Because for things to change, I must change first. For things to change, I must change first. And because of that commitment, or because of that declaration that I'm a hot property, that I am the prize, and with the help of my team, within a few weeks, I had a full feature on Forbes. So you can go and check it out. Just search for Izdihar Jamil, and then you'll search for Izdihar Jamil on Google, and you will see my Forbes article, which I'm so grateful for. And more importantly, once I got on Forbes, my business just exploded. People would be messaging me from everywhere. Those clients who are like in the middle, like, you know, do I want to work with her? Do I don't want to work with her? Came through. Influencers reach out to me saying they're wanting collaborations. Clients, speaking engagements, like all those opportunities came in. Because I'm like an expert. I am an expert. I'm being treated to be seen on Forbes. It's like a celebrity status, influential, trailblazer, change maker status. And because of that, that's what attracted people to me. Knowing that how committed I am, how courageous I am in putting myself out there. And me being unstoppable, or even when I say no and I fall, I come back up again. And that is the key, darlings, in you having and owning for your voice to be seen on prestigious platforms around the world and explode your business. It gotta start from you. You gotta say yes to yourself. You gotta be your own biggest cheerleader. You gotta own what you have. You gotta own what you have. You're the expert in your life. You're the expert. You're the celebrity in your life, because nobody has walked through what you've walked through. And just imagine, right? If just one person that could benefit from your message, isn't it all worth it? If your message can help just one person, even if that person is yourself, that you needed to hear a specific message on the day, isn't it worth it? Everything else. When people come to you saying that you inspire me, you give me hope, you saved my life, you make things possible for me, you make my dreams come true, isn't it all worth it? Okay. And then the second part that I want to share really quickly on how the biggest secret for your voice to be seen on prestigious platforms and explode your business is that you gotta have the best team that knows what they do. A highly skilled expert that behind you, that's going to support you, that's going to take care of your dreams, is going to fight for you, that's going to do whatever it takes for your voice to be seen on those prestigious platforms. Whatever it takes. And the key thing is those team members, they got to have a proven system. They got to be highly skilled, and more importantly, they got to understand you. They got to understand your voice, what your voice is all about. They got to take care of your voice. That it's so precious. It's so precious that they want to keep it safe and carry that through, because that is your legacy. Take care of your voice, take care of you, just like family. And because you're not just a number to them. And that's how I treat my clients. When my clients say yes to me, essentially, they don't just say yes because I have an amazing product and services, which I do, but also because they buy into who I am, my characteristics, my brand, my personality, my vision, my principles, my value. And one of the things that I was raised as is that for me to treat others just like how I would treat my family. When people, I remember like my grandma, mommy, and my mom, mama, whenever people come to our home, what they would choose, that those people that come in, that would welcome them, that would honor them, that would celebrate them, that would cook for them, those people would not leave our home hungry. They will be well fed. They will be well fed. And that's how I do, that's how I treat my clients. Like, I welcomed into my home. I to meet my family. Those who have met me, that have met my family, my husband, my kids have come to my home. I've cooked for them and they've cooked for me. So you want to have that intrinsic relationship with you and your team, because people are more than just numbers. Imagine like a team member that you hired takes care of you so well, that you feel safe, that you feel loved, that you feel nurtured, that you feel so special. How amazing is that? So those are my 2 tips to kind of like having the biggest secret in sharing your voice on prestigious platforms around the world without prejudice. Your voice deserves to be heard on this platform. Your message matters. And I believe that it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to share. It's time for you to come out of your hiding and show the world who you really are, who you've always been. Because your voice is priceless. And one of the things that I do is I take care of your voice. And I take care of them. And I take care of them just like you're my family, just like it's the most precious things in the world. And I help you to be seen, your voice, your brand, your message to be seen on the best platform in the world, whether it's Forbes, TED, TV, magazine, books, interviews. I'll give you an example of my client, Deb. When I first met her a few years ago, I invited her to be in my book project called It Is Done. She was so shy, she didn't even show me her face. But then as time goes on, as we work together and I've been supporting her, she has been supporting me, she was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for my voice to be heard. I want my voice to be heard on this platform. I want to go on high profile podcasts and be heard. Like, okay, Dave, let's do it. And Deb has a really unique and special voice, which she helps people to go through, process through and go through the grieving process with joy. In a way that she's a poet, she's a very creative person, her background in theater. So what she did was that she wrote a poetry book called The Grieving Heart, which serves as a companion to people who are grieving. So when my mommy passed away, Deb immediately gave me her book. And the first poem that I read was I Am Not Gone. Because at that moment, I'm like, Mommy's gone, I can't see her anymore. I miss her. And then the first poem in that book was I Am Not Gone. Beautiful poetry, soothe my heart. Is a self-soothing method, a healthy self-soothing method to help people go through the grieving process. And now Deb and I, we have a plan. So I'm going to be helping Deb to be in front of high-profile podcasters to share her message, her voice on how she can help people to create joy around the grieving process, to go through the process as best as they can in self-soothing and self-healing themselves, because everybody has to go through the grieving process. And so I hope that kind of like shows you like how your voice matters, even though it's unique, even though it's different, just like Deb. Deb has a unique message. Gabby, for example, has another unique message, and Gabby is an Indigenous entrepreneur. She helps leaders, female leaders, to break through their transformation through their spirituality. Such a unique message. And one of the things that I do to help Gabby is for her to be seen on TV, on NBC. So Gabby was interviewed on NBC, sharing her voice, sharing her message, sharing about one of Gabby's messages about forgiveness. How female leaders can create transformation is through forgiveness, which is in her book, Women Who Lead Project, which one of the book project that I curated, Women Who Lead Project. So she shared that in the TV show on NBC. That's why I'm able to help people. Like, each and every one of us has such a unique voice, and it can be different from anyone else, but it doesn't mean that it's less valuable for others to hear. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for listening and watching the show. This is your host, Dr. Izdihar Jamil. Till the next episode, tell yourself, yes, I can. And so it is done. May peace be upon you. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.